Isn't that amazing? Have you noticed the tail? Those people do a hell of a job, and if you have the opportunity to thank them or just tell them how good they are, just do. They work a lot. Some other things you should really look into the code book, because many things have changed. All the panel rooms are now here in the ECC too, so just inform yourself so you know where the rooms are. Also, have you noticed that EF Prime is now in HD, so really good quality. So give those guys a round of applause too.
But don't use that as an excuse to stay in your room.
No. It's also, yeah, they play in the lobby too, in the dealer stand, like everywhere. And also we have a live stream again, so all the people who had to stay at home maybe for work reasons or whatever reasons, they can enjoy all the events at home too. Okay.
And if you want to see a message in the crawl, you can actually tweet to EF Prime. And if you have a protected account, you actually have to let them follow back, because otherwise they can't read you. But you can send messages over the TV channel if you like to. So it's a service you can use if you have a room party to announce, or if you have anything that you would like to share, you can put it on the television. It's easy.
Thank you so much.
Okay, next up is Luby.
Yeah, hello everybody. My name is Luby. I'm responsible for all financial things and for the registration on site. I have not that much to say as always. Just a few numbers. By 1 hour ago we had 2,183 attending people. Which is a race again.
It's definitely, how many more than last year?
Nearly 200.
It's maybe 200 people more than last year, even though we hit the cap of the hotel even faster, so I'm totally amazed where people are staying in Berlin. Probably in every hole there's a ferry now. And I open the sewer, there's a ferry. Come on, there's a ferry everywhere.
And I have to say a big thank you to my registration team, because 50% of the attendees already checked in yesterday. By now, it's 1,815 people checked in. So I'm pretty sure it will be a nice party tonight. Thank you.
So, next up we have Blue Panther from the art show team.
Yeah, hello everyone. I'm the Deputy Director for the art show. I'm currently replacing Kevin. He's in setup right now. To answer one question, is the artist setup already running? Yes, since 4 o'clock. We're open till 10 this evening. So if you want to hang your pictures, registered artists can just pop over the aisle and register with and bring their pictures. I've kindly referring to the Conbook again. Our opening times are announced in the Conbook as usual. Just a few things I'd like to add. We've got a few more panels and a few more tables. We actually tried to up the ante about 50% to last year. As always with creative furrows, that sold out in no time. We still had to have a waiting list this year. I've also got to mention that bidder registration for the art show and for the art auction on Saturday. Bidder registration is during the normal opening times. Please come early. We will not be able to register any bidders during the close as per usual. With that, I'd like to hand the microphone back, please.
Okay, thanks a lot, Blue Panther. Next up, we'll have a little report from Darkwing, who's doing ConOps.
Hello everybody, my name is Darkwing from ConOps. My team is responsible for helping everybody if you are in need of something, like if you have lost something or you have found something somewhere, you can bring it to us. Or if you have questions about the convention or single events or stuff like that, you can always come to our office. You can find us right next to the artist lounge. It's directed, if you remember last year, the main stage area, that's at the far end of the last year's main stage. We have daily open time from 10 to 22, and we are happy to help.
Thank you so much. Next up is Pinky from the charity team.
Hello everyone, my name is Pinky, or Pinky Finnick. I would like to actually start by showing you a little video clip. So if the lovely people in the back can roll the clip, I will say blah afterwards.
Sometimes catastrophe strikes the most undeserving. The Eurofurence charity this year is a story about exactly such a case. Some of you may still remember our lovely charity from Eurofurence 19, the Animal Rescue Center, Wildtierhilfe 4. The main goals of this friendly charity are to take care of injured or orphaned wild animals of all sorts and nurse them back to health, as well as to foster and nurture young animals. At Eurofurence 19, we raised a great amount of money for them, which was very much needed and helped to build a lot of new shelters and pay for food and veterinarian costs for all the many different animals they rescue, save and release back into the wild every year. Unfortunately, on January 9th this year, the Animal Rescue Center was hit by a very heavy storm, which destroyed about 80% of all shelters and enclosures. Almost everything which they had built up, worked for and dedicated their lives to was destroyed within a few hours. Luckily, most of the animals could be saved or returned to the Animal Rescue Center after the storm. We unanimously decided that Eurofurence will be there for them again. The non-profit organization is being financed only by donations and support from friendly patrons of the animals. All money donated is being spent directly and only on the animals and their accommodations. Please help us raise money for our returning charity. They really need our help now more than ever.
Yeah, as you can see from the video, our charity from 2013, and I practiced to say this, Wildtierhilfe 4, they have returned by popular request. They really were hit by catastrophe like no other, due to very special and rare weather conditions for this country. And they've been devastated both physically and also mentally. It's been very hard for them. It's a very hard job they do. Actually, this is not in the script, but we talked to Rosie, the lady from it. She said, "Oh, by the way, we haven't had a vacation in 5 years because we have to be here all the time and do that." I mean, the sacrifice these people have made is just incredible. So we all agreed, not by popular request, we should definitely do something that we have never done before at Eurofurence, so we will invite a charity back. So we did. They're not here now, they will be here from Thursday midday to Saturday morning. Then they have to go home and take care of more sick and injured animals. Last time they were here, they brought raccoons. I don't know if you were here, if you remember those. This time, they are bringing the cutest otter. It's very adorable. Oh yes. And you will have the chance to meet the otter. I'll return to that in half a minute. As always, we have the art auction and the lottery booth and so on. And the only reason why we can have those and raise money via them is due to our generous donors. We have people left, right and center donating items to us that we can then auction off for charity or sell in the lottery booth. And I really, really want to give a very big thank you to all of you out there who donated items for us. I really want an applause for you. Now, if there's any of you sitting out there who want to donate items here on site, that is totally fine. We would love to have them. Go to the art show during the opening hours of the art show, and we have a charity stand in the art show as of this year, and we can accept item donations there. We have some events as well. The Wildlife Protection Roundtable is on Friday at 12, and it's run by Shadow Fox, together with the Wildtierhilfe Fien. We also have the charity poker tournament returning this year. It was very popular last year. So we have one intro meeting, 3 rounds, and a final round like last year. You can check the con book for times. It's run by November, and we have some lovely prizes, so do swing by if you fancy a game of poker. We have the charity concert, as always, Saturday at 2:30 in conference room 1. And the lovely Fox Amour has yet again been angel in organizing. There is a limited amount of tickets. They will be sold in the lottery booth. So if you want a ticket, run. And then we have the animal photo shoot. You could buy a time slot with the otter and have your picture taken with it. They cost €15 per time slot. All the money goes uncut to the charity to help them rebuild for all the animals. And I can already now reveal they will go fast. And they will be sold in the charity booth right next to the lottery booth. The actual photo shoot itself has been moved, so unlike what it says in the con book, it has been moved to room 30212. We will also put up a sign at the lottery booth so you can see where it's been moved to. And then we of course have the lottery booth, and we have fursuiters. We have our lovely fursuiters, official fursuiters who collect money for charity. And I would like to just briefly have one up on stage here. Master of Destruction, where are you? There he is. Come on out here. Come on. Now, very importantly, when you have people collecting, that's what the donation cans look like, and they have an official sticker on. So if Sad Fox 69 comes with his little plastic bag asking for money, it's probably not for us. So go by the official collection cans. However, there is one exception as always, because the Fursuit game show have preliminaries, and one of the preliminary rounds involves all the fursuiters collecting money for charity. So that's one of the qualifying rounds. So when they all come around and they're collecting money for charity, please help them win that contest by giving them some money. That would be lovely. Then I just have 2 more things, and I promise I will shut up. Because I've already gone on for too long. One is, we have a request for the closing ceremony. We now have a closing ceremony for the first time ever. If you have a digital camera, and we may use your footage, then please go to Conops and ask for Phineas, And we would love to try and work that into. We will see if we can do it. We're working on it. It's an experimental project. It needs to be 720p, whatever that is. Thanks for that. And very, very finally, I'm just going to get up here, because as many of you have heard, she has had a very rough time lately. And we've all been very worried and so on. I won't drag it out. But I have a little thing for you, as a little present for you.
Oh my God. I got a nondescript black bag. Oh, they were so cute. Look what I got.
I know that you're very fond of a Rocky Raccoon. It's a backpack. You can wear him. It's a wearable Rocky Raccoon. It will expand. It expands. It expands.
This is not quite my size. See?
I am Groot!
Thank you so much, Pinky. That is so cute.
You're welcome. On behalf of the entire staff and crew, we just want to say we're glad to have you here.
Thank you so much.
Welcome. That's all for me.
Yes, I have to get back on track with that little guy looking here. That is so cute. Next up, we have Dari from security.
Hi, I think you're Groot now, by the way. Hello and good evening. I'm just here to keep you guys safe, so nothing to do here. However, as you might remember from last year, we had a few new services for you, and we will have them again and extended just for your convenience. That means the locker service you might remember, where you can deposit your items during your visit in Art Show and Dealer Stand. You will find that to be in the Rotunda this year. That's the bridge between the hotel and the convention center. And it's going to be much bigger and much faster for your convenience. We also extended the campfire for you. So in case you want to party down in the beer garden, feel free to enjoy it even longer than last year. But one word of caution, foreign drinks in this hotel are obviously not really welcome, as this hotel wants to sell their stuff for obvious reasons. However, in their graciousness, they actually allowed us to do or allow foreign drinks in the beer garden. They tolerate that. Under two conditions. Condition one, only during the campfire nights. That means only when the campfire is lit you can drink your own stuff down there, because else other guests might be down there that are not involved with the convention. And second, please clean up after yourself. We're distributing a lot of garbage bags down there. Just don't leave your garbage littering around there.
And don't push it. So if you can, please don't bring like a fucking bag. Yes. Just in moderation, and everyone will be fine.
Please, not in the hotel. Not even your can of Monster is allowed in the hotel. It's just not PC. Also regarding garbage, we have distributed garbage cans on the lift landings of each floor and each ring. These garbage cans are for all of you, for your private garbage of all kinds, even glass bottles. Whatever you have in your rooms, just bring that there, dump it into those garbage cans, and don't leave it in your room, please. This will help housekeeping a lot to clean up the rooms faster. What did I forget? Oh, yes! Sorry. We also have a new hotline for you. Security and our paramedics will be on standby for you 24/7 till Monday night, and you can reach both of them with a single hotline that you can find in the conbook or from any staff member at 311-531. Not exactly, no.
Fine.
Oh, it's fine. Good. But if you actually like any of our services, not only security, but from any of our departments, ConOps has provided a feedback box for you to be found in the ConOps office, where you can leave any kind of feedback for us, good ones, bad ones, even anonymous if you want to. Last but not least, oh sorry, no, 2 more points, I'll make it quick. Elevators. We're trying our best to keep the elevators running, and I'm sure the technician is not yet, well, he threatened committing suicide, but never mind that. Please push the up button when you want to go up, and push the down button if you want to go down. Should be easy, shouldn't it? And don't go into the car when you want to go down and the lid is up for upwards. That helps a little. And don't jump in the elevators. This is called damage of hotel property. And then I come and wave at you. Now really the last point. As you can see, the stage team really outdone themselves with this marvelous stage this year. However, since we now have those metal structures in the middle of the room, I have to ask you kindly not to climb on them. This is not only dangerous, but very stupid.
They look like trees, but they are not really trees.
Don't cut them down, not even with a herring. And the last thing, if you come on stage during the dances, if you want to dance on stage, that's perfectly fine. Just please stay away from the edge, because we're a little bit higher than the previous years and we don't want any broken bones. And that's all from my side.
Okay, thank you, Dari. Next on my list is Alpha Key, who's running the dealer's den.
Hi everyone. Dealer's Den, I can't say much about it because it's the same procedure as every year. We have a lot of tables for a lot of artists and a lot of dealers who are burning for meeting you, sitting there, drawing for you, selling art and self-made stuff like t-shirts, keychains, everything. Whatever you want, I'm pretty sure you can get there, except for something you should buy in the dealer's den. Maybe in the sauna. I'm not sure. The one. Okay, we have a date later. It's really maybe at sauna. Okay. Back to business. Since the room is still the same and we are still running out of space, we have to come up, and the new function space isn't ready yet. We needed another idea for more artists to get the chance or the possibility to meet with the people and sell their art. So we brought back an old concept we had some years ago and then kicked because we had enough space, and we brought back the Artist Alley, which will be right in front of the dealer's den. The problem is the Artist Alley and the dealer's den plan aren't as they were printed in the con book anymore, because we got last minute changes during the weekend at the seating plan of the dealer's den, and we had a new complete Artist Alley set up today. So for the current and latest plans, please take a look at the printouts. We will stick everywhere around the dealer's den and the Artist Alley in front of the doors. And yeah, I just can all invite you, come by, meet the artist and have fun.
This is amazing. We've literally doubled the amount of convention space we have this year, and people are still telling us they're running out of room. I have no idea what we should do. I can only send a message to the owner of the Estrella to build that damn tower faster. So we can have a run in. If you've seen it, there is going some construction work on in that direction, and they're basically building a second convention center like this one. And we will see when we run out of space there. So I say challenge accepted, we do it eventually.
Cheetah, give me 5 minutes, I can do that.
We couldn't move the art show there. Okay, next up is the guy who surely is not going to complain about a lack of space, and that is Mr. For who's running the first lounge.
Test what? Yeah, it works. Yeah, Mr. Fur here, director of the team. The opinions are split upon. Some say we're just creating a big mess. Some say we just produce a lot of hot air. Both are technically true. We're running the fursuit lounge, the parade, all that stuff for the fuzzies out there, which really disappointed me this year. We have more than 2,000 attendees and only 1,000 fursuiters? Really? Only half of you? Darn! We tried to cope with that. For those who have been here last year, you know we had this greenhouse glass box fursuit lounge last year, which had only 600 square meters or something, which we really couldn't do with. So we just took that lounge, made it smaller, and opened a second one right next door, which is 1,100 square meters. So 1 square meter for every fursuiter. That should do for